your intuition has been trying to tell you something, and it's almost like no matter what you do, you're struggling to like decipher that message, okay? Like, so if you're learning how to speak to the universe or how it speaks to you, you're struggling to understand angel numbers or synchronicities, or maybe what you thought was supposed to happen, or what you were going after like fell through. There's confusion here, okay? And this is what this reading, this clarity snapshot reading, is perfect for. And I will link in the comments below. You can book a reading with me. If you're new here, my name is Stace Orion. I am a psychic medium starseed, and this is a clarity snapshot reading where I pull 3 cards to see what it is that is keeping you stuck or stagnant, and we look into what best action to take and what the best outcome for this situation is for you right now. We do a one-on-one Zoom call. You tell me what you're dealing with and we find some clarity for you, okay? So this particular energy is if you're struggling to understand what it is your intuition is trying to tell you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card here and see what is causing the confusion, and then we'll dive into the reading, okay? So let's start by grounding your energy with a few deep breaths, okay? And as you breathe, I'm going to call in the Most High and the angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, and we're going to focus on how we can understand what your intuition is trying to tell you and figure out the best action for you in order to move forward and find the best outcome, okay? So, spirit and angels and ancestors, the guides of the collective, what is causing confusion for them right now? What is their intuition trying to tell them right now? Message in a bottle. Intuitively, you know that there's a message for you. You know that there's communication here for you. Like, you're looking for the syncs, you're looking for the numbers, you're looking for the answers, but it's like not quite like being absorbed, or you're not quite understanding what that is. So this is confirmation that there is in fact like a message coming or some kind of clarity coming for you. And with "to be fair" on the back, it's going to really like stabilize you and balance something out that was really troubling you or really throwing you off base, I'm hearing. Be on the lookout for like fortune cookies and owls. Owls are so cool, dude. Like, I don't know, man. They popped up on my feed recently. It's like owl core, and their vision, it has something to do with your vision and where you're going, your purpose, what you're opening up to. Okay. At the time of me posting this is we're experiencing a lunar eclipse, a super full moon lunar eclipse, a blood moon, and this is like the 3-3, and this 3-3 portal, 3 of swords. It's like you get a download or you get an inkling and you're like, that's it. And you're like, no, it's not it. It fell through. Or you thought you were going to get hired and no, that fell through. It's like this back and forth, back and forth. And I think what I'm getting is that you're opening up to a big old message, a big old win. But you had to like strengthen this contraction and this hope and this opening up, and no, not getting it, contraction again, and then opening it back up and then contraction again. So the thing that's causing confusion is that it's actually you're taking the right action, and even if the steps that you're taking are like you're hitting roadblocks or you're hitting setbacks, that's actually divine alignment and divine redirection. And I know that's like really frustrating to hear, and it's really not easy to deal with because it's rejection. Divine rejection is protection. But the good news is that you have some clarification and some communication coming about something way better, way bigger. So I'm getting this has something to do with like a gig or a job or a project that you're working on, or maybe you're just like opening up to a new version, a more authentic version of yourself. And it could be painful and unstable, and it could be like triggering you to like, like almost like beating yourself up because you can't figure it out. But now that we know what's causing the confusion, you're going through a heart expansion, you're opening up to a much bigger, better outcome. Your intuition knows this, but your ego is like, let's do this. And you're like, yeah, okay, sure, because you're learning. And then that falls through. And then you're like, shit. And then your ego's like, well, we could try this. And you're like, yeah, okay, cool, let's try that. And then it falls through and you're like, shit. And that's what's causing this heartbreak, because rejection is never easy, right? Until you realize that there's something else on the other side that's better for you. And even if you have to go through that a couple of times, right? You get knocked down 9 times, you get up 10. That 10th time is going to bring that clarity, justice. It's going to bring that clarity and that stability that helps you realize that you knew what you were doing the entire time. Okay? So that is a big message that I'm getting, is that you know. You're not confused, baby. You're just learning how to trust your intuition, how to trust your guides, how to trust the universe is showing you where to go. And in turn, how to like love your ego and to calm your ego instead of allowing it to like really guide you or sabotage you when something doesn't follow through for you. So, yeah, right? To be fair, I'm telling you, dog, your intuition is scary accurate, but you have such a beautiful imagination and you're very, very sensitive, I'm getting. With the sun in Pisces, you're very, very psychic and very sensitive and very compassionate. You're very tapped in. And you're like, I should know this. I should know how to do this, or I shouldn't. It's almost like you're like beating yourself up because it's never been this difficult for you to see results. But it's because the result that your soul is looking for, that your guides are guiding you towards, this message in a bottle, will come to you in divine timing. And your soul knows this. So your soul is practicing. Opening up, rejection. Contraction. I love you, baby. Let's go out and do it again. All right. Opening up. Am I going to get it? Nah, somebody else got it. Contraction. And all of that holds data. All of that builds your confidence. All of that gets you closer to whatever this end goal is. So don't beat yourself up, because the end result, and we'll see what the best outcome for you is, but the end result is going to feel like hella vindication, hella justice. You're going to know, you're going to be like, shit, I knew the whole time. I knew exactly what I was doing the whole time. I knew where I was going. I knew what that angel number meant. Why did I doubt myself, right? And that can be really tricky, especially like going through, your spiritual healing journey, because you're letting go or you're breaking old patterns that kept you stuck. And so it's scary and the confusion is real. And if you're being swayed by outside forces or you're comparing yourself to other people, like that can get really messy. So don't do it because you're hella intuitive, you're hella tapped in, and you're very, very sensitive, baby. Okay? Your intuition is scary accurate. And what is spirit? Now that we know what's causing the confusion, what is the best aligned action that the collective can take now that they know that they are strengthening their intuition and they're on the right track and they're working towards opening up to this beautiful message, to this beautiful outcome? What is the best action that they can take right now? Wheel of Fortune. So interesting. Okay. In the classic Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the Wheel of Fortune, here. The Wheel of Fortune has the 4 different cardinal angels, like the 4 different elements. The exalted, I'm hearing a bunch of parrots fly by. That those could be synchronistic for you. This says the Wheel of Fortune represents experiences and circumstances outside our control. And this archetype is indicating that you exist in a dance between fate and free will. That's what you're doing right now. You're dancing between fate and free will. And it could be really frustrating. But this card teaches you that the external world and how others with more power than us force us to react. So, as you can see, this card indicates like angelic protection, angelic guidance, almost like an indicator of like, we got you, you're stable, you're secure, the wheels are turning, you're on the right track, and you're opening up to your destiny. This card is very, very complex. It's the number 10 in the major arcana, and it signals like a cycle ending and a new one beginning within, whatever it is that you're experiencing. And because it deals with fate, because it deals with the elements, air, water, fire, and earth, there's no fooling destiny. There's no fooling your soul. Like, your ego can't fool your soul out of what it came here to do. It's very esoteric and signals how your free will and how you take accountability can alter and shift your destiny. So the more you stay aligned, the aligned action that you can take is just to stay hyper tuned into what's best for you, stay hyper tuned into what you're aligning to, just like the fates. Be unbiased, be non-judgmental, love yourself through the contraction, celebrate yourself through the expansion, and know that you're opening up to and creating like the destiny that your soul came here to embody and to build. So no wonder you could be feeling like disconnected, or that you're not seeing things clearly. There's a lack of clarity here because you're going after all of the things that your soul came here to do. I mean, it goes against everything that we're taught in modern day society. To step out of your comfort zone, to not conform to what others are doing or saying, and to abide by what your soul wishes, to abide by what the universe is showing you and telling you, and never ever giving up. So the core issue is that you're going through a heart expansion. You know exactly where you're going. Your intuition is scary accurate, but you're like at the spiritual gym where you're learning how to deal with rejection in a loving and sensitive and compassionate way, and taking that data and helping it like move you forward so that you can bring about this message, this best possible outcome. Do you see all the like gears? It's like all of those gears represent a different story or a different win or a different adventure that your soul has been on. And it is the structure of who you are. All of your past experiences, all of the gifts of your ancestors, of your lineage, are desiring to be utilized within you in order to bring about your destiny. You're following your heart and you're being authentically true to yourself. And that's not easy. That's not easy in a world of conformity. And that's why the to be fair is here, because you're balancing out all aspects of you in order to stay aligned and to bring your dreams to life. So the best action you can take is to just never give up and to know that no one has power over you. You are the operant power in your world. You say what goes. And if somebody rejects you or something falls through, you know that it's for a reason, because you're on the trajectory of your destiny. You are walking in your purpose. And if something falls through, or if you feel that contraction energy like you're rejected, imagine a better way. Imagine a better option. And that's what you're going to focus on. And that's what your like inner GPS is going to go after. So it's almost like you're figuring out, dude, yeah, this is the truth. Truth be told, an owl again. It's almost like you're getting so smart and so wise to how you operate and how you like move in the world. You're really opening up to your truth. You're really opening up to what matters to you, and you're unstoppable. You're not going to let anything get in your way. And anytime you feel this confusion now, anytime you feel like you're reverting back to this old pattern of like self-sabotage and like beating yourself up if something doesn't go your way, now you're like, oh shit, that didn't go my way. That means that the universe is guiding me towards something 10 times better, something that is going to make me feel like I'm dwelling in fortune's favor. Okay? This is so beautiful. It's going to make you completely unstoppable. And let's find out for the third card what the best possible outcome is for you now, collective, now that you've broken this pattern of self-sabotage, of like letting rejection like hold you back. Let's figure out the best possible outcome for you. And even if you fall off the wagon and, you go back into this contraction energy, you're not going to be there for long. You're going to get back up and be like, all right, that wasn't for me. I know that I'm being guided towards the best. So I'm going to get up and I'm going to go continue to do my best and go after what is best for me. So Spirit, what is the best likely outcome for the collective? What is the best possible message that they could get from breaking this pattern, from allowing divine timing to play out?
Oof, bro.
I'm telling you, King of Pentacles and the King of Wands, the feminine aspect. The best possible outcome for you is that you are going to realize how incredibly accurate your intuition is, how incredibly powerful your magic is, how your ability to transform is just going to like cause you to like glow up and up and up. I'm getting all of this red. This is the year of the fire horse. Red is a very prominent color right now. In tandem with King of Pentacles, with the gold, red and gold. This is your year, collective. This is your year where you let go of the confusion and you allow like any kind of rejection energies to inform you on how to get back on track and stay aligned with what's best for you. And in doing that, it's going to show in your physicality, it's going to show in your health, it's going to show in your stamina, and it's going to show in your bank account. All of this is going to stabilize you. It's going to open up your imagination. It's going to open you up to like what is actually possible, what your destiny actually looks like. And you're going to embody it with such grace and such integrity. I mean, look at the difference. Look at the difference between where you feel like you are right now and what you're opening up to. You're not confused, collective. You're just figuring out how to open up to your destiny, how to open up to your highest version. The version of yourself that your soul came here to be, that your soul knows exactly how to get to. So what does this have to do with the message in the bottle? Allow the universe to guide you, collective, okay? Your intuition is scary accurate. You know exactly where you're going. You know that even if you stumble and fall, you're going to get to where you're going, and it's going to be 10 times better than what you could have ever imagined. But it does require you to get up and try again and again and come back to yourself again and again and again, and allow divine timing to take place. 25:55 on my timer. Allow change to happen. And in doing so, the clarity will come. If you take one step towards the gods, they will take 10 towards you. Joseph Campbell could be helpful for you. But you're really owning your divinity. You're really owning your sovereignty. Whether you're a masculine or a feminine, you're opening up to your magic, you're opening up to your manifestation skills, and all of that is going to continue to stabilize you and strengthen you, dog, to becoming like the most benevolent, magical leader that this energy, this frustration energy that you're feeling now is no match. It's no match. Yeah. You're going on a new adventure, a new journey, a new version of yourself. And it could feel really taxing right now, but just know that the truth will always keep you aligned, will always keep you authentic. And no amount of money can buy that. No amount of forcing can develop that. You just have to trust in your intuition that you know exactly where you're going, and the message that you're trying to clarify and open up to will open up and bloom in the most beautiful, divine way, as long as you keep going and don't give up. So beautiful. You're like a superhero collective. I'm so stoked for you. Keep it pushing. Keep opening up. Keep loving yourself through the contractions, through the rejections, and know that all of that matters. All of that is data and can be used for fuel in your creations, in your message, and all of it strengthens your intuition and your skills and your gifts. You're opening up to all of that. Don't panic. Don't worry. You know exactly what you're doing. And now you know that any confusion energy can be solved by trusting in your intuition, by trusting in your instincts. And even if you get rejected or if you have setbacks, now you know that that is realigning you to something so much more divine, so much more abundant, and so much more magical. Wow. If these messages resonated, please comment down below and let me know. Are there any final messages from Spirit? Are there any final messages for the collective? The most vulnerable thing to admit to is not your deepest wound, but what you really, truly want. And we're talking about the biggest, craziest dreams and desires. You have to be vulnerable, at least with yourself. Write that shit down, make a to-do list, and maybe even tell somebody. Make it happen. You can do this. Your intuition is scary accurate. You know what you're doing, and you're bringing your biggest, best dreams to life. Trust where you're going, because you will get there. So beautiful. If you want to dive deeper on these energies, you can always book a reading with me. I'll pin it in the comments down below. But please, collective, take care of yourself. Keep going. And I will see you on the other side.